Hello guys, welcome to the self-love sessions. I hope everybody is good. So today I'm going to be delivering you a really fantastic, powerful and effective tool that's very simple actually to bring you back to the present moment. Okay, the only place where self-love actually exists. Now, if you're spending too much time in the past ruminating, or if you're spending too much time in the future, getting anxious and worrying and planning the future, you're not actually spending time in the only place that actually exists, which is the present moment. Now, if you are spending too much time in the past and if you are spending too much time in the future, self-love won't exist, because self-love is a notion of the present moment, because it's the soul and it's the heart. Now, the head is the past and the head is the future. So when we're spending time in either of those two spaces, either side of the present moment, then we're spending a lot of time in the head. And the head is not self-love, right? The heart is self-love. The heart's electromagnetic field is the biggest in the body. It radiates more magnetism and produces more energy than the brain. Okay? This space is a space of healing. When we spend so much time in the head, and we're thinking so much about what happened to us in the past, and we have the inability to work with that, understand it, work with how to release that from our energy field, how to release that from our body, our psychological state, however that is, however you're working with that healing. If we don't work with that self-inquiry, what we do is we store those skeletons start to become part of our deep inner core, and then we start to bring that narrative into our future, and it leads to suffering, it leads to low self-worth, it leads to low self-belief, and we can't have self-love from that space. So if you find yourself spending too much time in the past and worrying about the future, come back to the present moment using this little technique that I'm going to teach you, okay? And it's just going to anchor you back to the present moment so that you can develop the neutral mind, which is a much more meditative mind space than these two past-present mind spaces. The neutral mind is very much of the present moment. It helps and works with the heart space to direct your energy and your awareness back to this gift of life, the only space that exists, which is right here, right now. The past doesn't exist anymore. Otherwise, I'd be wearing my school uniform still. And thankfully I'm not, because I really didn't like it at school. So I've left that one back there. Okay? So the past, history, the future is promised to nobody. The gift of life is right here, right now. That is where you will find self-love. So I'm going to give you a little meditation today. It's a variation of a Kundalini meditation called Pulse meditation. Now, I've used this throughout my life to bring me back to the present moment, to understand the depth of life, how alive it really is. And it's that aliveness, that energy, that knowing that you have been given this gift. And are you wasting it by spending time in a space that no longer exists? And are you wasting it by spending time in a space that we don't even know whether it will exist? Okay? How can we bring ourselves back to self-love by spending time right here, right now? And it's a simple technique, okay? So in Kundalini Yoga, it's called Pulse meditation. I'm not going to give you that variation. I'm going to give you one that uses a little English mantra that I've made up, but it's just taking the sort of like basics of the Kundalini meditation. I find it extremely effective. Now, all you have to do to do this meditation is to sit in a comfortable space. You don't have to do it with me right now, but it would be really good if you did. If you listen to the podcast, then you might just do this along with me. Obviously, if you're in the car, I don't want you to close your eyes, so please don't go ahead and do that. But if you are watching the podcast from a safe place, maybe in your home, then you can join in. If not, save this, share it, keep it within your device box and watch it later. Okay, so it's called pulse meditation, and all we're going to do is take our right fingertip, so maybe the three fingers, first finger, middle finger and ring finger, and place those on the pulse of the inner left wrist. Okay? Might take you some time to find it, and when you do, you'll be like, oh, yes, thankfully, I'm alive. And that right there, right now, my friend, is you being alive, which in itself gives you a feeling of, oh, I found pulse. Thankfully, I'm still here. Because you want to be here, right? Because this is a gift. So you pop your fingertips onto the left inner wrist and find the pulse. So the fingertips are like in a straight row. Slightly out to the outer inner left wrist. And you can just place that left wrist with the back of the left palm facing down, maybe onto your left knee. And you can sit up tall and you can close your eyes once you've found that pulse. So it might mean that you close your eyes to actually find the pulse. You might have to become a bit stiller. And once you've found that pulse, first of all, listen to the pulse for a while. So feel the beating underneath the tips of the fingers as you just calm the breath down. Become very aware of the fact that that pulse is your life. That is your life force. That means you are existing right here, right now, as a worthy human on the planet. And then the meditation simply goes like this. So you've got your eyes closed, you've found the rhythm of the pulse. I want you to tune into it. And then either out loud or you can mentally vibrate this mantra in sync with the pulse. I am alive. I am alive. Okay, so with the beat of the pulse, you repeat the mantra. You can do this for 1 to 3 minutes. You might even do it for 10 minutes. Whatever it takes you to draw that energy all the way back into the present moment and start to feel that feeling of gratefulness, that gratitude that you're alive. So you're tuning into it, and your pulse should be going duh, 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 or something like that, right? And you're going, I am alive. 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 Keep repeating it. Repetition is the mother of skill, my friend. Also, whatever you repeat sinks into the subconscious. The subconscious is very, 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 very gullible, and it believes it. So just sit with that meditation. I am alive. I am alive. And just take a moment, taking a couple of inhales and exhales, becoming very centered. And then if you've done the little moment of meditation with me, then open your eyes. And it's simply that. That is the tool, my friend, for you to use, okay? Whenever you feel like you're spending too much time either side of the present moment, past or future, remember that the gift, the self-love, is right here. It's right here in the center, where the heart is, right? In the present. That is the gift of life. Okay? I am alive, pulse meditation. Enjoy it. Satnam, thank you for tuning in. Ciao for now.